Have you ever heard of an object so demanding that forgetting to read it? A bedtime story could spell doom for everything around it. Let's talk about SCP-077, better known as the Rot Skull. At first glance, it looks like the top half of an ancient human skull covered in mysterious, intricate runes. These carvings, filled with a strange black resin, aren't just for decoration, they are a ticking clock. This skull requires a ritual. At least once every 24 hours, a person must read the runes aloud. It's not a pleasant task. Readers often report feeling nauseous and getting splitting headaches, but the alternative is far, far worse. If a day passes without the reading, the skull's empty eye sockets and nasal cavity begin to glow. A luminous green vapor, designated SCP-0771, starts pouring out. This isn't just any gas, it's a terrifying agent of decay. This green mist, SCP-077-1, has a strange property. It stays within the skull's line of sight. You might think you could just put a box over it, right? Wrong? While an opaque barrier can block it temporarily, the skull has a nasty habit of explosively rupturing any container it's left in for too long. There's no easy way to lock it away and forget about it. The Foundation learned that the hard way. And what happens if you get touched by this vapor? Any organic material it comes into contact with, whether it's a plant, an animal, or a person, is instantly and irreversibly transformed. It becomes a mushy, rotting substance that looks disturbingly like a potato ravaged by late blight. Imagine a living creature turning into a pile of foul-smelling, decaying vegetable matter. It's a horrifying, permanent change. The runes on the skull aren't static either. They shift and rearrange themselves during significant astronomical events like new moons, full moons, and solstices. This means the ritual reading is constantly changing, making it impossible to automate. It requires a living, breathing person to perform the task day in and day out. The Foundation recovered SCP-077 from a village in Ireland where it was once the centerpiece of a local shrine. Old records from the mid-1800s describe the skull in glowing, positive terms. But by the end of the century, the tone had shifted dramatically to one of fear and resentment. What changed? Did the villagers fail the ritual? Did they witness the horrific power of the Rot Skull firsthand? We can only speculate. But it seems they learned the hard way, that this artifact is not a blessing, but a curse that demands constant Yunendingu Sabi Chudo. So, the Rot Skull sits in its containment cell, a constant reminder of the fine line between order and decay, waiting for its daily story time, lest it turns its entire world into a rotten mess. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this dive into the SCP archives, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more strange and unsettling stories. See you next time, and remember, stay curious.